good everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today they actually just dropped the OCG ban list. Now I usually don't care too much about the OCG ban lists. I just skim through them and it's like whatever. But because I'm very interested in like the chaos and tune stuff that are coming out soon in the TCG as well. I'm not sure about tunes, but like the chaos stuff and everything. This is very relevant for me. I want to know like if they're going to hit Kewl Tune and what exactly they hit, and if TCG will mimic that. So I haven't looked at the ban list, I don't know anything. I literally just saw this being released and I thought, you know what, I'll make a video on this. I don't remember making like a video on a ban list ever before. So yeah, let's see. So Konami has just dropped this for effective July 1st. So that's in like 9 days, 10 days. Okay. And does not apply to, yeah. So with the OCG, it's like usually similar to Master Duel because the people I think in control of it are the same ones that are in control of Master Duel. So there are some similarities sometimes. Like if you see a card get hit, it is possible they ban it in Master Duel as well, or hit it to like a similar extent, although not necessarily. So yeah, let's see. So this actually looks like a huge ban list because I'm looking at the scroller and it's actually very long. So let's see. First off, we have Sprite Blue to 3. I feel like this is fine. It's like Sprite is not really that big of an issue at the moment. I wouldn't necessarily agree with them like fully unbanning Sprite, mainly because of Sprite Elf. I think Elf is stupid. Aside from this, I feel like in the OCG at the moment, like what is Sprite even gonna do? Like if this deck matches up against Chaos, do you guys think like Sprite would beat Chaos or not? Yeah, exactly. And like this deck is really not doing that much. I feel like this is completely fine. In fact, they actually unlimited it in Master Duel, if I'm not mistaken, and it was not really doing anything. Ooh. Tearlament Rhino Hearts. Okay, this is interesting, actually. Rhino to 3. I don't remember what's banned in the OCG for Tearlaments and like what their limitations are, but the fact they're going and like keeping their eyes on Tearlaments could possibly mean that they might actually start unbanning like some tier cards. I don't think they would unban the Shufflers, that's too broken, but can you guys imagine if they put the Shufflers, not the Shufflers, the Millers to 1, and then they basically just like unban even Kit Kalos, like Master Duel. What do you guys think would happen after that? Because like you have these like super top decks, Kewl Tune, whatever, and then you also have full power Tearlaments. Well, like almost full power. That would be insane. I feel like this would definitely like fix the meta, even if it's for like a month. I don't care. Like that would be amazing. So them actually like unbanning Reinhardt is like a step in the like in a good direction, in my opinion. I hope they unban more cards, and this happens in the TCG as well. But maybe don't ban, like, I think Tearlaments was fine. Regardless of what anyone says, I think it was fine. The issue was, like, it was the Millers and the Abyss Dweller. These two were, like, what's making the deck really disgusting. So, if these are gone, Tearlaments was fine. Because I remember, like, Tier versus Sprite. Sprite was actually, like, slightly better than Tier, actually, at that meta. And I was playing TCG at that point, so I was actually, like, meeting up with, like, people on locals and playing. And I just like could see clearly while playing heroes that Sprite was just better. But yeah, Tearlament was just never really that big of an issue until like they released the Shufflers and the Millers. So yeah, very interesting that they unbanned this. Hopefully there's more Tearlaments on hits. That is pretty crazy. Totally awesome to 3. Why was this semi-limited? Does that make any sense? I mean, if it's semi-limited, like, this should have been at 3 to begin with, because I feel like it wouldn't really make that much of a difference. In the TCG, this is, like, the Abyss Shark is, like, or whatever it's called, Behemoth Shark, is banned, so that you can't actually, like, cheat this out. I'm actually not sure if Behemoth Shark is, like, in the OCG. It's probably there. I don't think it's banned. Because Master Duel and like OCG are both like degenerates. They love to keep around the floodgates and stuff, especially OCG, and I don't know why. So yeah, I think this is just like whatever. Like they should have been like at 3 to begin with, if like it's already at 2. It is banned in Master Duel though, so that is interesting. So they're banning like all these like old decks like in this era of like sprite tier elements and totally awesome. They're basically looking back now and they're like, okay, this is, you know, not doing anything. This is completely fine and totally awesome. So like, what do you guys think is gonna get unbanned next? I have a feeling like Kit Kalos might be unbanned. I don't know, because Master Duel actually allows Kit Kalos. It's not the biggest issue ever. I think like tier is fine, even with Kit Kalos. Trickstar Reincarnation. Again, like this is a random card they put to 2. I just don't understand why it was a 2 to begin with. Do you guys think it was because like Trap Trick would like banish it to set 1? But then like they can still do that, except it's like if one of them is gone, they can't like abuse this. And if I remember correctly, this was used with Droll and Lockbird, so they can like do this and then Droll you, and then you have basically nothing in the hand. You get fully hand looped. But yeah, these are just not really that big of an issue, like these cards right here being like fully unbanned, or like just at 3, I guess. Okay, this is annoying. Man, they just like keep destroying OCG players. Like, how do OCG players survive? I just don't understand. Circular to 2. This is one of like the cards where I feel like it should be banned. Even at 1, I don't think it's okay. This card should go. This is not like tier limit Reinhardt or whatever. This is always going to be used in like any deck because it's just a ridiculous card, right? In any Cyberse deck. At least with like Reinhardt and whatever, there's some limitations, right? This, nah. Alright, this should have stayed at 1, I feel like, or just like banned or whatever, because it went from 1 to 2 here. That's just incorrect. I think they have to be super careful with like the Cyberse decks they release, so they don't do like another Malice situation. Also, this being like unbanned, and then I think it was, where is it? Not these actually, but this being unbanned actually makes Malice stronger. Yeah, I mean, poor OCG players. I don't like that. Perfectron Hydra Drive Dragon. Is there a reason this was put to 2? I don't understand this. Okay, I do know that there are some players who actually play this with tunes, if I'm not mistaken. You can also play this with Chaos. But for you to put this at 2 makes no sense whatsoever, because this was already being played at 1, unless there's something I don't know about. Maybe it could be just like a warning that they're going to hit these cards, I guess. Like, what the hell is this even doing? I think the way they like use this is like they go into Zelantis and then they stack this on top of Zelantis, because Zelantis is a link 4 and then this is a link 5. Yeah, I mean, that literally just makes no sense. I don't understand this at 2. If someone knows like why this was put at 2, just like let me know in the comments, but this actually makes no sense whatsoever. Let's just move on. Oh, there we go. KTS to 2. Now, how good is KTS to 2 here? I think it's whatever. I don't think this is good. This is not a good hit for Kewl Tune, because this, for it to be like an actual effective hit, you would put this to 1. This being at 2 means that they can still search both of them and use them, although they can't recycle them after they do that. It's completely fine, because that doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's gonna slightly hurt their grind game, but by that point, like, they just win the duel regardless, right? Against most decks, it doesn't matter. They stack your deck, they look at your hand, they know everything. This at 2 does almost fuck all. So this is a bad hit. I don't like this. I was hoping like KTS to 1, or just like, I wouldn't say ban this card. I don't think that's a good idea. We want to like ban something like Rotary or the Q, because these are like the actual disgusting cards. This, horrible hit, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this. But then again, like, I think OCG just doesn't know how to do ban lists. They're just like the worst at it. Solemn Warning to 2. This is understandable. There's a lot of people, I think, running like Solemn Reports, and running the Solemns to beat Killer Tune. So for them to actually like limit this to 2, although it can make sense for things like Solemn Reports, it also doesn't make sense because Kewl Tune is the best deck. So if Kewl Tune is the best deck, people are playing this for Kewl Tune mainly. Why are we hitting Kewl Tune and then hitting this to like make Kewl Tune even stronger. That doesn't really like make that much of it. It doesn't like make sense, right? I don't understand that. I mean, again, OCG just doesn't know what the hell they do. I think they just like click random like cards, and they just randomly select 1 to 3, and then they put the set 2. And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Or like let ChatGPT do their ban list, because like this is like what is this? Alright, that makes no sense. But I think it's for some reports being maybe used on like other decks. But again, like that doesn't really make that much of like a difference, to be honest. Okay, newly limit. Ooh. Oh, they errata this. Okay, let's actually look at the errata. Okay. Okay, so this card was initially banned because it's super broken. As a super poly target, this is nasty, first of all. Because it can use like 1 synchro or exceeds monster and then 1 synchro or exceeds monster. So if they have like 2 synchros, you like nuke them, and then like if they have 2 exceeds monsters, you nuke them, and super poly is already like one of the like highly played cards. It's very relevant in this meta. And then look at the effect. When this card is special summoned, you can target one level 4 or lower in your graves, special summoned, but Spectre negated. Also banished once it leaves the field. So you get to like revive a level 4, then you can exceed with it, you could link with it, you can do a lot of disgusting stuff. This is also cheatable out with a an instant fusion. So that's actually very interesting that they're unbanning this card, but they're actually going with an errata instead. So let's see what the new effect says. So same condition. This is a huge super poly target, by the way. Huge. When this card is special summoned from the X deck. Yeah, okay, I see. I see. So yeah, people were like infinitely reviving this and then using the effect over and over because it's not once per turn, and then you can like it triggers on special summon, not on summon from the X deck. And then you can target one level 4 or lower special summon, but negates its effect, also banish it once it leaves the field. And it's once per turn. So these are the changes here. I think this is still a very powerful card, like actually insanely powerful. I will be surprised if people don't play this. Okay, wow. That's insane. I don't know what to say about this. So not only is it a super poly target, but then like, let me give you a scenario, okay? You go super poly, you discard Albaz, okay? Well, not necessarily Albaz, but like a level 4 or lower, let's say level 4. Then you can revive it back with this. Then you can exceed 4 into whatever you want, and then you can like continue playing depending on like what deck you're on. And you do this just off of super poly. You like nuke their board with this, and then get a free revive, and you continue playing. You can also link climb and do a bunch of stuff. That's insane. Also works with instant fusion, like I said. That is amazing. Not for the game though. I think for the game this is probably not a good idea. Even with the errata, I think this is too powerful. There's a good chance this still gets banned later. Like banned again. People are gonna find ways to abuse this. And by people I mean myself. But this is in the OCG, so I'm not gonna actually like bother until it's, you know, in Master Duel or TCG. But yeah, that's a very interesting hit. If you're an OCG player, let me know what you think about this, because I think this actually has a lot of value. Yeah, wow. And then Mind Master from 0 to 1 with an errata. Okay, they're doing errata cards now. What the hell? Mind Master. So I actually don't know what this does. So let's read it together. Psychic Tuner level 1. You can pay 800 life points, tribute 1 psychic monster, except itself, special summon 1 level 4 or lower psychic from deck. Okay, I'm not sure how they're abusing this, but I would think like for psychic decks, it can be quite good, because you can also use it with emergency teleport to cheat this out. What? Oh, they're actually buffing it. What? Is this a buff to the deck? Because they think psychic sucks? I mean, they do suck, but like... This was not once per turn before, but now it's once per turn, but it can also tribute itself. You can tribute 800 tribute 1 psychic monster, including itself, special summon level 4 or lower, and it face-up attack. Hard once per turn. I feel like they actually do need it. Like they did need something like this. I don't know about Punk, because I think Punk is like quite annoying. It's just like, you know, not being used at the moment, but it can be used with other decks to like be disgusting again. But this is a huge buff for psychics. I will not be playing this shit or anything related to this because I don't like psychic decks, but that's a very powerful buff. I would think. Right? You basically cheat out any Psychic level 4 or lower. I would not be surprised if they give Psychic support, like, in the next upcoming sets as well. After this, to make this, like, more usable. But, yeah, very interesting. Solemn to 1. Who didn't see that coming? Yes, Solemn to 1, just like TCG and Master Duel. This is a very powerful card, and just the fact that it was, like, at 2 instead of 1 in the OCG was kind of weird. And you can use it with Solemn Report. Again, like, you basically play a double Solemn Judgment. You can play, like, the Solemn Warning that got semi-limited here. And then you play the Solemn Report as well. That's, like, a nasty, nasty, nasty thing to, like, have. So, yeah, this is, like, self-explanatory. A lot of decks just abuse us. They, like, side it in, go in first, and they, like, cooked a lot of decks, not just Kewl Tune. And, yeah, has a lot of collateral damage. Because it's already being used for Kewl Tune, right? Oh my god, yes. That's good. Okay, that is good. I would have preferred a ban on Rotary because it's still going to be usable, but this makes it less likely they have hard opened the Rotary. That means some hand traps may be more effective. If you draw them, that is also going to be decent because they might not be able to efficiently play like around your draw. So I think Rotary to 1 is actually going to be very good. KTS to 2 is dumb, still. I think it should have been a to 1, but Rotary to 1 is good. Now, in the OCG and also the TCG, like the Kewl Tune has still been dominating everything. Consistently, for like months and months now. So I think it's only right that they completely kill the deck. I don't think like anyone wants to see Kewl Tune again. This deck is so annoying. So, yeah. This to 1 is good. It's not enough, but it's good. They need to hit some other cards as well. There needs to be a ban on at least one of the cards. I was hoping it's Rotary, but hopefully it's, you know, there's still a ban coming. But yeah, this is still a decent hit, I would say. Yeah, this was kind of dumb that they kept this at 3. I think, like, it was inevitable that this was gonna happen. It's also kind of... Actually, in Master Duel, I think it's, like, kind of fine until, like, later on. But I actually did mention this in the TCG. I did say, like, in the future for, like, OCG, this is gonna be a problem eventually. Like, sure, it's not doing anything maybe now. But the effect is super disgusting that it's gonna be usable later, and this is what has been happening. I think this has been used in Tunes, for an FTK with Tune. And Tunes have just been FTKing everybody. There's multiple different FTKs. This is one of them. And they're putting this to 1 to stop the FTK. But okay, well, sure. The issue was just never this card specifically, right? There's other ways to, like, FTK now. There's, like, a Tune table of contents. Just spam that with, like, the Dmod. Dmod can add, like, this one Sage monster, I think, or whatever it's called. And then you just summon it for free. And you just burn your opponent for 8k. So, although it stops an FTK here by them putting it to 1, it's not gonna fully stop them. They have multiple different ways. So that's just not a great hit. Synchro Overtake had to be at 1. Actually, coming into this, I did think that, you know, this was gonna be put to 1. There's no reason this card should exist for Kewl Tune, on top of the shit they already have. When they hard open a Synchro Overtake, or the first thing they do is activate Synchro Overtake, you kind of want to, like, break your table. Because this is not a, like, Kewl Tune card. And it's going to give them so much, just this one card, and be able to extend and stuff. So even if you remove their bodies with, like, Harmonia or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? They just go Synchro Overtake. They go Rotary Follow-Up. They go JJKT. So Rotary to 1 makes it less likely they actually have extenders. Synchro Overtake to 1 also makes it less likely they have extenders. Now, this was also at 1 in the TCG and Master Duel, and what they do is they play Duelist Genesis, or whatever it's called, and then I think it can actually search this card, or yeah, I think it's this card that they can search, and then they can just use it. So, but it does play into draw. So, although this is to 1, it's not necessarily gonna stop them. Like, Kewl Tune, after the, like, from what we've seen until now, Kewl Tune is still the best deck. Even with Rotary to 1, KTS to 2, Overtake to 1, it's still the best deck. So let's see. I think, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is headed in a very good direction at the moment. If they just completely destroy Kewl Tune, there's a lot of decks that are gonna rise. There's, like, Elf Notes, Chaos, Tunes. I think Tunes should, like, die. I don't think that's healthy for the game. But it's probably gonna be the best deck after like Kewl Tune dies. That and Elf Notes. So yeah. Oh my god. Okay, no way. There's no way they banned Called by the Grave. Okay, listen, guys. I'm a TCG player. Although your ban list sucks, OCG guys. This is the best ban list ever because you banned Called by the Grave. If you watch my videos, you know how much I hate this card to death. This right here is in everybody's hand. Every single person I play against. This getting banned makes me want to come over to Japan just so I can be an OCG player. Just to not have to deal. I would rather get FTK'd than hit by a Called by the Grave. This is how much I hate this card. This is the best decision ever made by Konami. I don't care what anyone says. If they banned this in the TCG and Master Duel, the meta is fixed. Well, also ban Maxi and Master Duel, but like, this is all I need. Just ban Called by the Grave. This is a stupid card. Ban this, ban Crossout Designator, ban Ash Blossom. Let everyone play, okay? The issue will never be like, oh, you can't stop your opponent. You have nothing going second. They're actually giving you cards to go second. There's a card now called Mind Mirror Force for going second. Look at this card. This is disgusting, okay? They need to print out more cards like this instead of stupid hand traps and ways to stop the hand traps. Because if I play hand traps, okay, I try to hand trap my opponents, they go Talents, look at the hand. They go Called by the Grave, negated, and then Talent, look at the hand. It's really disgusting because you don't actually get to resolve yourself. This also hits your engine, right? That's the big issue. Like hand traps or whatever, sure. But like if you're making and printing turn 0 decks like Chaos that have Gurifo, okay, and I want to use the Gurifo, they go Called by the Grave on Gurifo and I don't get to play with my turn 0 an archetype card because of this. Now I actually can play around it. Like I can wait for them to put a monster and then go Gurifo, Chain Bestial on my own Gurifo to dodge the Call by, but this is like not something that's going to be consistent, right? And not every deck has access to this. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. You guys don't understand. Beautiful, beautiful ban. I love this. Now if they can just go ahead and ban Ash Blossom Maxi, this is going to be the best ban list ever for OCG. Let's see. Harpy's Featherstorm. Now, why was this even allowed in the OCG? I don't understand that. It was... Oh yeah, I do remember. They put this to 1. I don't know why. Again, OCG just does stupidest things. Aside from this, best like hit ever. They just do stupid shit like this, which doesn't really mean anything because they can go Thrust, set Harpy, and use it anyway. So why would you put it at 1 instead of banning it? So this was overdue, it had to be banned. Really not much to say about that. That's pretty much it. Geonator Transverser? What the hell? Is it the guy that like swaps monsters? If this card points to a monster, switch control of those monsters. I think this was used in FTK as well. I think it was used in FTK. I don't know how they were using it, but 100% it's an FTK combo. So they decided to ban this. I just don't agree with this. I think like you're banning cards that are not the issue. Right? If tunes are the issue, I don't care if it's a new deck. Hit the card that is the problem. Okay, and I think we know what the problem is. Mind Scan. Hit the Mind Scan, let people play the game, and then we're fine. Mind Scan is super new, it's just never gonna get hits. Gonna be there for months and people are gonna suffer. That's why they printed this. They like saw that, okay, well, tunes are ruining the game. We need to print something ASAP, right? This is something that I played Dragon Ball Legends for a long time, for like 8 or 7 years now. And with Dragon Ball Legends, what they usually do is like when you have an anniversary character that releases, they're gonna be super OP, okay? You need something to like counter it after. So you let it run for a month, let everyone like get dominated by this character. Then they print a card that directly counters him, which is the correct thing to do because they made money, and then they also like don't risk ruining the game and people quitting, right? Because they print out something that's also very hype that counters that card. And then if that card is too OP, they print out something else that counters that. right? And then you still have like a wide variety of things you can do, and like decks you can play and so on. So for this, I think they're actually moving in the correct direction, where they let tunes do whatever, and then they print something like this the next month. This comes, destroys tunes, okay? They need to do that more often. That way they don't have to like do this, right? So I don't know why they just banned this, but okay, it's just FTK, I guess. Rose Whip, again, why was this even allowed in OCG? They were using it with Kewl Tune, so they can summon it with the Q, and then they can just like floodgate you out of everything. Like the meta game for OCG is super cringe. It's just like floodgate, FTK. There's no fun. Like I don't know how you guys actually like have fun playing the game. I really feel for you guys. I really do. And then this is the full changes. Okay. Very interesting ban list. Okay, let's actually check a couple things, but this right here, I'm very interested in this. And then Call by the Grave to 0 is beautiful. That's so good. And then I think Rotary Sync Overtake to 1 after a very long reign of Kewl Tune does fuck all, I feel like. This is not enough. This is nowhere near enough, actually. I think it's still going to be best deck, regardless of what anyone says. So if we actually check tier limits, let's see in the OCG like what these cards are looking at. Let's go OCG. So Sharon's at 1. Oh, this is not banned. Interesting. Okay, Merly is at 1 as well. We have Tier Cash. We have Haveness. So the only banned card is Kid Callus. Would it be that bad if they like unbanned Kid Callus? What do you guys think? I think it would be fine. I mean, like the Shufflers, the Shizu cards are just like banned, right? So we have like the Agido. So like Agido is banned. I'm pretty sure it's banned across all formats. Yep. And then like the other one is banned. So what's left is like the Shufflers. So you have Modora at 1 here, and then you have the other Shuffler, which is Keldo, also at 1. Yeah, I mean, like, this would be just a Master Duel, right? Except the only issue, well, not issue, I would say, but the only difference is, like, this is banned in Master Duel. But they have Sprite Elf, right? So for, like, Sprite, actually, we should also check. Is Sprite Elf banned in the OCG? Let's see. It is. It's only available in Master Duel. In Master Duel, it's still an issue. It has been an issue. I think if they keep this banned and they unban the Kid Callus, it should be fine. I don't think it's that big of an issue, to be honest. They literally have cards like these running for free. And then they want to like ban Kid Callus. I think that makes no sense, to be honest. Kid Callus is one of the funnest cards that have ever been printed, to be honest, with like the tier itself. And then I'm not... I don't like Circular to 2, that sucks. And then this makes no sense. KTS, horrible hit. This is a decent hit, but I think like it's not enough. And this is a decent hit, although not enough. Like this to 1, what is that realistically gonna do? Not much, because they can add it back from the grave, they can like do a lot of stuff. They basically just have to manage the resources like differently. But aside from this, it's just like a... You know, Draco Tail getting, like, Lucaeus hit to 2, for example. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. When Malulu got hit to 1, do you guys think Draco Tail, like, died? Or not? What do you guys think? Yeah, like, Draco Tail was still top deck. It doesn't matter. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this ban list. Let's see, we have some people who said that. No, Mindmaster, the Errata. Hey, cheer up, it's good, I guess, blah, blah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say these are good changes. I would say, like, there are some good changes. This being in particular. And then these, like, banning Floodgates is always good. And then, like, the Kewl Tune hits are not good enough. I think that they suck. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this OCG ban list. And thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.